Hey guys. Y'all just missed it. It was amazing. My cat just freaked himself the fuck out. I don't know what he was doing. I think he was covering up his his business in a litter box. And I don't know why do cats get freaked out about that? I don't know, but it's hilarious. He ran in here and he was all puffed up, and then he hopped sideways, and then he did a donut, and then he spun out and went to the bedroom. Oh my God. He needs a brother. He really does. He needs a playmate for sure. He's just ramping up. Right now, he's being good. I think he's back there somewhere. Anyway. Sorry. Oh man. But anyway, the point of this is I just had a session with one of my clients, and we were talking about going through things and healing things and doing your work. I think people get it confused. Like doing your work doesn't mean you survive something. It doesn't mean like, oh, you suffered behind something. Like you went through something and it was really shitty and you made it. That's not doing your work. That's surviving something, which, I'm not shitting on that. Like it takes a lot to get through some, hard times, but doing your work is surrendering to the healing process. It is not ignoring the pain that comes with that event that you survived. It's honoring the process and the feelings and the emotions and the experience of the hard thing. And we were talking specifically about divorce. And she was sharing with me like these memories of, she said like right after it happened, she was into therapy like the next week. And she, remembers those times of like just being brought to your knees and just grieving and being hopeless and lost and broken, just broken down, and coming into therapy the next week and sitting with her therapist at the time and processing it and talking about it and going back there and being present for yourself. That's the whole point of doing work, is to not leave yourself, the old part of you, the part that went through the trauma, behind. Because it's easy for us to take on this kind of societal viewpoint of everybody needs to be happy all the time. If you're, what's wrong? Well, how can I fix it? Stop it. You need to be sad. You need to grieve. When you don't do that, you're cutting off your own process, and what you're saying to yourself is your experience is not valid. So suck it up, buttercup. Let's get on with it. And there's nothing wrong with that energy. I am very much in that energy a lot. But it's not around emotion. It's not around like, stop feeling that. Let's feel something else. Because when you do that, you're abandoning yourself. You're actually taking on that toxic positivity perception of the outside world, telling yourself your experience is not valid, and in that you're not valid. That piece of you that experienced the trauma, the hurt, the pain, the shock, the grieving, all of that is not valid. So stop it, change your attitude, and move on. What happens when you do that is you bypass the work. The work is in the sitting still. If you can't sit still, if you have something that you experienced and you are unable to sit still, and maybe you reach for addictions on some level, whatever that is, whether it's video games or alcohol or overworking or food, to get you through those times, you haven't done the work. I don't want to bust anyone's bubble, but I mean, it's true. Or, okay, I'll say this. There's still work to be done. Like a lot of times whenever you go through trauma, you do some initial work. Like maybe you do get into therapy and you do you know, go back and kind of do the self-repair and the self-healing, and, you know, you do that work. But with bigger traumas, there's oftentimes a need to return to it, because anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, like, I think there's a lot of misconception around what doing the work actually means. And my client was, she's really funny. She was laughing, and she was saying that whenever she was going through this divorce, she would have friends, and they were just like, oh yeah, I've done that. I've done that. And she was like, have you? Because has your therapist called to check up on you on the weekend? Because if you've never been there, did you do the work? Or are you just saying that you survived something? Again, that's not to say that that's not noteworthy. I mean, of course, that it takes a lot of courage and strength to push past something. But also, if you haven't gone back to the scene of the crime with a trusted, and I keep going to therapist. I know that there's other ways to do the work other than going to a therapist, but you have to return with a professional, non-biased third party that you trust, that has education and experience and wisdom and healing. I don't know. What do you want? I'm a therapist. Of course I'm going to say that. But anyway, I mean, the point is, like, if you have things in your past that when you think of, you want to do something else so you don't think of that, there's probably work to be done. Okay, I'm done. Much love to you all. Bye.